Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're watching Lost. This is the 16th episode of the 3rd season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for free in a link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So last episode, Locke has now joined the others. He's just pushed everybody aside. Don't want none of you, Jack. Don't want you, Kate. See you later, Juliet. I'm going with Ben, mate, my new best friend. Nah, I don't actually know what's happening, but we do know that they've deserted the camp. You know, they've come in, they've gassed Kate, they've gassed Juliet, they've gassed Jack. They've just taken Locke. He's free willy, nearly gone with them. You know what I mean? No problems. Whatever he's seen in this box, you know, his father. Hopefully we get to see the aftermath of that maybe in today's episode and where they're actually trekking to. But yeah, they done that, threw them into the jungle. It was Juliet and Kate tied together. Both of them confused why they've been left. Juliet obviously more confused why her own people, who she's been living with for 3 years, have just turned their back on her. You know what I mean? Don't know what's happening. They're in the jungle, like I said, cuffed together, and then boom, the monsters come. They've gone running, they've gone hiding, they're panicking. You know, Kate and Juliet have ended up fighting as well. Basically, Juliet was having a moan that if it wasn't because of Kate, you know what I mean, she would be back home now. And so would Jack. And basically, she was saying, Jack told you not to come back, and you did. And it's all your fault. And she started fighting, dislocated the shoulder. You know, he's having a heart-to-heart, so to speak. And Juliet was saying, basically, he broke his heart. He didn't want you to come back because basically he's seen you on the screen with Sawyer. You know what I mean? And you broke his heart into pieces. And yeah, he never had to tell me that, but I could just see it. It was just easy to read. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can see the absolute emotion on Kate's face. And I thought her acting was actually good last episode. We had a backstory of her as well, spending time with Sawyer's baby mum, which is interesting. They kind of met as she was doing a con. She kind of helped her. You know, Kate's car broke down. They spent some time together. She revealed everything that was going on in her backstory. Said that she wants to get to her mum and asked her why somebody that she loves so much would turn her in like that to the police. And you know, she was kind of helping her, and it was interesting. Do you know what I mean? They started bonding. She knows her name now. Obviously, she revealed that she was conned by somebody, basically Sawyer, but never revealed you know, the name was Sawyer. So I don't know if they're ever gonna actually, you know, have that conversation on the island the same way as if Claire would ever find out that Jack's a brother as well, because they don't really know the names of each people, so I don't know how it would actually come up and be like, oh, I know them. But like I said, going back obviously to Juliet and Kate and her good emotions last episode, she popped her shoulder back in. They went on a mission. It chased him again. He managed to go to the fence, you know what I mean? Juliet pinned in the code. They ran through it, put it back in. Boom, it's hit it. It can't get through. That's how they've been safe all this time onto the island. They've gone all the way back to the camp. Who's there? Jack. Yes, he's been left as well. So Saeed, they've woken him up. You know, they've said, let's go. We'll go back to our people. They have no idea, like I said, where they vanished to. Neither does Juliet. Now Saeed, he didn't want Juliet to come back, mate. He said, she's not coming. Jack was like, yes, she is. Why, Jack? Why would we let her come back? Well, because I love her. No, he never said that. He said because she was left behind as well. And like he knows it, mate, no man left behind. So it's going to be interesting to see if she's welcomed and accepted and what's actually going on with Locke. I want to see the Locke episode today. If I could pick, that's what I would choose. So I can't wait to find out. Right, checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like. Really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
This is a good place to make camp. I'll get some firewood.
I'll go with you.
He's going to start quizzing her. He always does, doesn't he?
You want to talk about it? About the week?
Well, after you left, I'd made a deal with him if I took care of Ben. I'd let me off the island. Kept my head down, did what I was supposed to, and I didn't ask any questions.
Let's have it.
I want to know what you people are doing on this island. Why you're terrorizing us, kidnapping children.
Another Juliet backstory. Saeed's great in her. I actually do like Saeed. Straight away, I knew he'd be questioning her.
I think they're taking this whole corporate secrecy thing a little too seriously.
I didn't even know they had an airport out here.
I know, it surprises everyone.
Security thing. We have to take you in the rest of the way.
Is this a mistake? I shouldn't go. What if you get sick again?
I won't. Don't worry about us, okay?
Okay.
Don't blow it.
I love you.
See, I wonder how it goes from her wanting to be in that van there to saying, here you go, you lived on this island. Like, bet she's fuming.
I told you everything that I know. You'd kill me.
What do you think I'll do if you don't?
She'll answer your questions when she's ready. She's under my protection.
Ooh, I'm in charge. Like I said, mate, you know, she might as well just spill the beans. She's been left behind. I would literally just give them... I'd give them enough information so that they would be pleased. Give them a little bit about my background, a little bit why I'm here on the island, a little bit what's happening with the kids, you know what I mean, a little bit of why we was on a different island, and you know what I mean, that's what I would give. And then I would tell the truth about why I've actually been left, you know. I kind of like tried to botch something so that I could actually leave with Jack, you know what I mean, and because it went south, they kind of just palmed me off. Bit of openness, bit of, you know, bit of truth there, it lets you in, do you know what I mean? Right now he's just suspicious, and so far Saeed's been pretty good with getting his, you know, like, suspicions right.
Oh, what is it? Oh, it's okay.
What's going on?
Didn't you hear Aaron?
I can't believe I didn't hear him crying.
Well, why don't you let me take Aaron and you get some more rest?
Fuming, Saeed, look at him. Absolutely fuming he is.
People kept Saeed chained to a swing set for 3 days. Then I dragged Kate to the jungle, handcuffed myself to her, and lied about it.
Be back to our beach in a couple hours, though. Probably be over it by then.
She said that she dragged Kate out into the jungle and handcuffed herself. I knew that she had a key, but if that's the case, did they leave her behind? Because she left herself behind. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like, she didn't go with them. Okay, yeah, but that wasn't because they knocked her out and bagged her and threw her away. She's done a task that she was asked to do by Ben. That's what I've just taken from that. Ben said, yo, mate, you know, do that, make it look like you're part of their camp or whatever. I don't know. That line there was very interesting.
Everyone at the company is really excited about you coming down.
I mean, there's no chance I'd be drinking that.
Is orange juice with a considerable amount of tranquilizer mixed in.
Fine with the fact that no one in the medical community has ever heard of Mitlo's bioscience.
Why were you fine? Quite a leap for a job opportunity. And we're not paying you that much. You took a woman, your own sister, whose reproductive system was ravaged by chemotherapy, who was sterile, and you made her pregnant. You have a gift. Now, don't you feel you're meant to do something significant with it? Where we're going, you can do just that. No one is forcing you to do anything, so if you change your mind...
Good morning. Sorry I had to strap you in, but the last leg is always a little bumpy.
You'd be well scared, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you took a leap of faith, but you're also, like, just around, like, people who are just dead cryptic. See, I'd be intrigued at first, but...
Hello, Dr. Burke. I'm really looking forward to working with you.
Well, if it ain't 3 men and a baby. I counted Hugo twice. A what? Come on, I used your name.
My head's pounding.
I got you covered. 2 aspirin. Come right up.
What are the odds that somebody gets sick the day that Jack's getting back, the doctor? You know what I mean?
Jack.
There we go. No one's even looked at Juliet. She's just lingering in the background.
The hell is she doing here?
Gonna take a while, mate. So he's just gonna spill loads of beans on her.
You're like one of them, huh? I remember you from the dock, where you put bags on our heads.
I had the day off.
The last one of you guys that came over here, Ethan, kidnapped Claire, and Charlie got upset. We buried him over there.
She's gone, Juliet. She's dead. You go ahead and take off.
It was Sabine's choice to get pregnant.
I think it happens at conception. And if that's the case, there's nothing I can do about it, at least not here. I know you put a lot of faith in me, Ben, and I'm sorry I couldn't help you. My sister's giving birth in 3 months, and I haven't even been able to call her.
Your sister won't be giving birth in 3 months. She'll be dead before then.
Reckon he falsified the records, or do you reckon it's real?
Where did you get this?
Mikhail, go home, Juliet. Be with her in her final days, or you can stay here and help me with our problem.
Why would I stay?
Because if you do, I will cure your sister's cancer. Every woman on this island needs you. Choose to stay. We will save Rachel's life.
That's how he said he breaks him down, innit? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking that she was never actually sick in the first place. I mean, not in the first place. Like, she definitely had cancer when Juliet was there. But I mean, like, now, when he's saying that he's come back, I'm thinking that that didn't happen. And, you know, I think it was kind of like a foreshadow a couple of episodes ago where he says that he finds people's weakness and he breaks them down. He gets them, you know what I mean, to willingly want to do something, like in the return. It's kind of like how he's trying to do with Jack, you know what I mean? He's trying to break him down that much that Jack ended up them wanting to like do something good, kind of like to help Ben, but then it all like kind of went out the window. And I'm thinking that, you know, they've said that, oh yeah, she's got all this wrong with her, and she actually hasn't. You know, she's still okay, she's still got cancer free. And Juliet's like, okay, I'll stay then. And then later on down the line, they'd be like, look, yeah, she's all good, we done it, we made our, you know what I mean, we kept our end. But I don't know, man, it just looks like another Ben manipulation.
Let's sick a resident Iraqi on her. Let him do what he does, and see what she said.
If she's so innocent, why won't she answer our questions?
Look, the fact that I trust her should be enough.
It's not enough, that.
Where did Locke go?
Went with them.
Lay off.
Should have let that bug-eyed bastard die.
Yeah, he did it for us.
Sounds like he did it for him.
What's going on? He's bleeding? I was saying that, what's the odds that the day Jack returns, someone gets sick?
Before we got back, was she showing any symptoms at all?
No, she was fine. I need your help. I need you to go and get Jack. You want to tell me why you need Jack?
You know what's happening?
Because I think I know what's wrong with Claire. Because I did it to her.
Giving you a bad feeling in your stomach? Yeah, me too.
For some reason, the women here can't have babies. I saw it happen over and over. Every pregnant woman on this island died. Every pregnant woman until Claire. One of our people infiltrated your camp and began taking blood samples right after your plane crashed. I had developed a serum that I thought would reverse what was happening to her. Ethan was administering the injection. You found out that he wasn't on the plane. He improvised. I know how this sounds, but without those injections, Claire would have died. Ethan kept a stash of medical supplies near the caves where you used to live. If I go right now, I can be back before it's too late.
Do it.
I mean, she can't go on a Todd, can't she? I mean, it'll gain trust if she comes back, though.
What have you got there?
Carl developed some x-rays for me.
Was just finishing Enquiry. Still don't know why you picked it, but boy, is it depressing.
You have a tumor. Your problem is a large tumor surrounding your L4 vertebrae. You're surprised.
Well, you just told me that I have cancer, Juliet. Of course I'm surprised.
You said no one on this island ever had cancer. You said that. You said that you cured my sister. I want to talk to her. I want to talk to Rachel. I want to talk to her now.
It's not gonna happen, Juliet.
You lied to me.
I told you the truth. I gave you my word.
I'd ask for a picture or something then. Do you know what I mean? I'd say, look, give us a picture of her now then, in modern day. She's kind of like living what I was saying, making the most of a bad situation. Do you know what I mean? She can't go anywhere, so she'll adapt to it, but it don't mean that she wants to be there. Saeed's followed her.
From the case.
Knew it. Knew it, knew it, knew it.
Listen to me, Saeed.
Step back.
We don't have time for this.
We cleared our schedules.
You know, it's interesting that you two are now the camp's moral police. How long was it before you told everyone on that beach exactly how many people you've tortured in your life? And I'm sure the first thing you did when you got here, James, and tell them about the man you shot in cold blood the night before you got on the plane. I'm taking that medication back to Claire. Last thing that either of you need right now is more blood on your hands.
Like, I'd be fuming me that they got an open book on everybody's information. Me, they know too much on everybody. I need to get out of her. Torture me if I was Saeed. Literally, I really would. I'm not even lying. Like, you know what I mean? Does everybody know about this guy he tortured? Don't care, mate. Don't go around telling everybody about my past. You know what I mean? About who I tortured. But if somebody asked me, I'd tell you. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the camp of not revealing something is not a lie. Now, revealing wrong information when asked, that's a lie. Do you know what I'm saying? So I could have killed 50 people, me. You know what I mean? And I'm on the island. Just because I never told anybody, I've not been lying to no one. If somebody asked me if he killed anyone, I said no, that's a lie. Saeed don't have to walk around and tell everybody about every man, woman and child that he's probably tortured or killed. That's his business, that's his past. If you ask him about it and he tells you, then fair enough. You know what I mean? The same with Sawyer as well. Why would he walk around and say, yeah, do you know what? Yeah, the day before, I just shot this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I wanted to get revenge on him. Makes no sense, you know what I mean? Like, so I think it's interesting. They know too much. They literally know everything about everybody. And I literally want to know, well, I like it when they reveal it because I acquire information as well. But what I mean is, if it gives them too much of an advantage because right now they're just a big question mark mystery. Like, they went in there trying to get some info on her and she kind of like turned it on them and left them like questioning themselves. Ah, back to episode 1.
Goodwin. Ethan, there may actually be survivors. I want lists in 3 days. Go.
That's why he was out of the book club.
Juliet. I was looking for you this morning. Take a walk with me.
At first, I thought he might have been out of book club because he was in a relationship and broke up, but it's because he said no to taking her home.
A plane fell out of the sky, Mikhail. Of course we saw it.
Left Sydney, Australia, headed for Los Angeles. 324 people on board, including the flight crew.
Why is she holding a Stephen King book? I know it's book club, but is he paying for an advertisement?
Yesterday you called me a liar. I was hurt by that. Notice today's date. This is live.
Oh my God.
You'd be so full of emotion.
Surprise. Thank you, Richard. You want to get back here as soon as you can. We may have some new visitors. I'm not a liar, Juliet.
Seems to have told the truth every time he said it, though.
That's not our agreement.
It's
You
not
stay
happening.
here until your work is finished.
It's impossible. The mothers keep dying.
Then we'll find more mothers.
She's not touching Claire. She's the one who did this to her.
She can help her, Charlie.
Says who, her? How can you even trust her?
I do trust her. Do you trust me? Just give us a couple minutes here, okay? If this doesn't work, if something happens, I'm not gonna be able to protect you anymore.
And it's game over.
I'm already on my own, Jack.
What happened?
A couple of blankets, airline pillows.
They're willing to give you the benefit of the doubt, but eventually they're gonna need some answers.
Why don't I ever have to explain myself to you?
You're standing right next to me when that submarine exploded. In that moment, I saw it in your eyes.
You wanted to get off as much as I did.
You want to get off this island more than anything else in the world. It makes you one of us.
I know what to do.
Let's go over it
There
again,
we go.
just
Here we
to be
go.
sure.
I drag Austin out into the jungle, then tell her I was gassed, just like she would.
What then?
They'll take me back to the beach.
We've activated the implant in Claire. She should be symptomatic within the next 48 hours. We'll have a nice big crisis to solve. You'll hide the case at Ethan's old drop point. Tell Jack that you can save her. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Need to know the end goal. Come on, give me the end goal.
See you in a week.
What's she got to do? We didn't get it revealed. Oh, was that not supposed to reference something? I don't know, man. I'm fucking buzzing the fact that I picked up that she wasn't thrown out into the... I mean, wasn't hard, was it, when she said, I walked out and handcuffed myself to to Kate, you know what I mean? But, like listening to it, I was thinking, hang on. Like, they tried to play the whole thing off that she was left and stranded themselves and she was left behind. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Now thinking about it, so at the end of the last episode, she was walking with them inside, said, why she come in? And Jack turned around and said, because she was left behind as well. Jack said that. Now, this episode, she was walking with Jack and she said, yeah, you know, your people, are they going to accept me or something, knowing that I dragged Kate out into the jungle and handcuffed myself to her? She actually said that. So, like, if you was Jack, because I picked up on it, like, straight away, I had to pause it and just get my, like, instant thought out of it. Like, if you was Jack, you'd be thinking, well, hang on, you know, like, you know, before she was saying that she was left behind, she didn't really know what was going on, and now she was saying that she's there, and do you know what I mean? And she was part of it, and it just got me thinking, like, do you know what I mean? Like, clearly she's got a mission. Like, what is the plan? And then you know, the episode's unfolded. The good observation with Jack there is at the end is, even though like she's taking part, and she's doing this and she's following instructions, she also wants to be off the island more than them instructions and more than that end goal. You know what I mean? So, like, if the end goal was, I don't know, you get to the top of the mountain and you get this pot of gold, she's not asked about that. She wants to get back to civilization knowing that her sister's alive and she's got a nephew and she wants to be part of normal life. Do you know what I mean? No matter what she would achieve here on the island, like the diamonds that was worth $8 million that they just threw in the sand, it's worthless. It doesn't matter. They'd rather be at home. You know what I mean? Their life in normal civilization, whether it's living in a hut, whether it's living in the crappiest house in the world, or your richest man like Curly, you know what I mean? They would rather be over there. Everything on the island's worthless. You're just there living on it and making the best of what you can do. So, like, I understand Juliet's situation where she's kind of like being part of them and she's doing things because she's just trying to make the best of the worst situation as well. You know what I mean? It's either take part and, you know, not really want to be there and do it, but you kind of get the benefits from it and you have the best life you can in this worst situation, or don't take part and yeah, you get kicked out of stranding and pushed off onto the beach with them. Do you know what I mean? So I kind of get what she's doing. I like Juliet so far. I don't want her to be a person that comes in and does another Ethan / Goodwin. I actually want it to the tables to flip this time, which will make it interesting, where she's gone in there with the intention of doing whatever Ben said, and the more she's sat there, the more she's living with them, the more she's spending time with Jack, and the more she's seeing how everybody's accepting, the more she's like, do you know what, actually I like being with these people better. Whatever they wanted me to do last time, I'm not doing it now. So I mean, this story is really, it's mad how she's main cast. Like, I would literally say she's full on main cast, like Jack, Kate, and Sawyer tier this season. Literally, that's how much screen time she's having. So, mate, it's madness. And Michael, completely gone. Literally completely gone. I know he obviously left in the boat last season, but I'd be wounded if I was Michael. You know what I mean? 2 seasons, massive show, 20-30 million people watching it, and then boom, see you later, alligator. So, mate, I'm interested to see where they've gone. Nothing of Locke again. I can't believe they teased us with his dad in the box and not seeing it again. Maybe next episode. Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Another decent one. Saeed, mate, he's on it. He's questioning. He's sus. I, so far, after looking at the end of the episode, you know, think that he's on the right track. And he's, you know what? I'm going to say it now. I want Saeed throughout the whole entirety of this show. Every time he's got a suspicion, he's correct. You know what I mean? Like, it's been good so far. And, you know, his hunch right now is that she's not trustworthy. Jack saying, I trust her. Is that enough? No, it's not enough, Jack. You know, I could trust you, Jack. But just because you trust her, I don't trust her. It doesn't mean I have to. So, like, when you were trying to save Claire, you know, Charlie trusts you because you've done so much for the camp, but he doesn't trust what she can do. Now, if you trust her, that's fine, but I don't. You know what I mean? I'm going to trust your judgment because I trust you, but I'm not on her side. And I know everything that they've done to us. She was friends with Ethan. He come in, tried to take Claire the first time, tried to kill me. He went rogue, do you know what I mean? Like, literally, I don't want nothing to do with them. And the interesting thing is, yeah, they revealed that Ethan was actually helping, you know, he's helping Claire because her backstory is basically she was brought to the island because everybody here can't conceive. Well, they can conceive, but they can't give the birth to the baby, innit? So everybody who gets pregnant, when they go into childbirth, they die. And for some reason, obviously, because she's created this miracle, pretty much inside of all the females, well, inside of her sister, that I'm expecting that they wanted to bring her here and maybe see if she could do it as well. If she could cure it, if she could implement, you know, a pregnancy and see if it works that way. And it's nothing. It's not happening. It's just consistently going, fail, 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 fail. And, you know, they decided, you know what, maybe somebody who's not had a baby conceived on the island would actually be a success. And they've done it. They took Claire. They was putting it in. It was working. They obviously implemented a chip inside of her because they've activated it. She's going with it, the plan, Juliet. See, the thing is, I like Juliet, but then when she's, like, working with the others, I'm like, oh, fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it pisses me off. Like, so if she's actually, if at the end of the season, she actually is fully on Ben's side, I'd be fucking fuming, honestly. I really would be, because I've kind of, like, enjoyed the story. She's been interesting. She's had 2 backstories, mate. We've had 2 episodes of her, and it's an interesting one, and she actually really does want to get back to normal civilization, but, like, you can see all these embracing her, and, like, I feel like these care for her more than they do. They're just using her because she's a doctor and she's, like, an asset to them. But, like, these, well, Jack cares for her because she wants to get her off just as much as them, and she was brought here just like they was. And I don't know, man, like, I'm interested in the story. I want Saeed to be right. I wanted to, you know, another thing that stresses me out is the fact that not everything about everyone, every little nook and cranny. Do you know what? Yeah, on this day, in this time, I seen you eating chicken and rice over there. Do you know what I mean? He was eating it with Steve, who works in the post office. You know what I mean? That's how much information that they know of everything. And, you know, the others are always coming out on top. You know what I mean? Like, Tom, Ben, Juliet, all of them, ever since it started, have always come up trumps over the Islanders. I don't think that Saeed, Jack, Kate, anybody has ever had one up on them. Like, infiltrated them, been one step ahead, known the next move, beaten them at this bit. You know what I mean? They've always seemed like they got off the island, yeah, great. But that was Alex's help. And it had to be done because Ben was dying. You know what I mean? I wouldn't class that as getting up on them. It was just like, for God's sake, man. You know what I mean? You just go, and I need my procedure to get done. You know what I mean? Like, when they could have gone off the island, Locke's there to blow it up. You know what I mean? It works in their favour again. Like, they're always coming up trumps, and I can't wait for the time when the Islanders, get the advantage. And I'm thinking it's going to be when Juliet turns on Ben and joins Jack and Co. and shows that she's one of them and not one of them. So that's my prediction. I'm excited for it. Thanks for checking out today's episode. If you do enjoy it, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.